Thanks for taking the time to invest in yourself by filling out the What's Your Number One IPO Investing Blind Spot quiz. Your quiz report should be hitting your email inbox about 20 minutes from now. In the meantime, let's talk about your results. Hi, I'm Paul Kuthi for Renaissance Capital, the global leader in IPO research and IPO ETFs for over 30 years. Based on the information you've shared and the little I know about your situation, your number one IPO investing blind spot is most commonly associated with the IPO investing mistakes made by the wealth builder. Now, here's what that means. You're a savvy investor who knows that real success often comes from picking out little-known stocks before they become household names. You want to get in on the ground floor of something hot and hold on to your investments for as long as possible. Reaching financial freedom and lifestyle independence are essential to fulfilling your purposeful life. Achieving them takes patience and time, but it's worth every minute. You're building your nest egg, but don't necessarily look at your portfolio every day. But if we're being honest, most people have trouble identifying and then holding on to winning trades for the long term. The ideal investment would give you stability without risk, but that's not possible. Historically, over 90% of the companies going public are complete unknowns before the IPO underwriting. IPO investors are at a disadvantage from the start. The deck is stacked against them, with only 3 weeks to analyze all deals on the IPO calendar. This is a near impossible task for most IPO investors. The IPO market is tough to crack. You have to be discerning and pick out the best companies going public. The IPO process is more art than science, and it's easy to miss out if you only focus your attention on popular names. Without proper research, you'll have a hard time finding a great IPO or having conviction in your IPO buying decisions. This leads many investors to sell big winners too soon. Tragic. Shortcutting research is a huge mistake, especially in the fast-moving IPO market. You can be too trusting of friends, blog posts, and CNBC talking heads. Contrast that to the institutional investors who have big research staffs, analyze every IPO, and invest hundreds of millions on IPOs each year. But here's the thing. Institutional investors have an advantage over individual investors in the aftermarket when individuals with less information and less conviction dump their shares at first sight of volatility. The key to success in investing is knowledge. It's no secret that when the IPO market's flooded with new companies looking to go public, it can be hard for investors to keep up. The question is, how can you stay on top of your game and avoid getting overwhelmed in this jungle of IPO options? Thankfully, there are some practical and achievable steps you can take. The first step is to narrow down your choices so you can spend time focusing on only a few high-potential IPO candidates. By limiting the choices of IPO investments, you can save time by doing more in-depth analyses exclusively on the high-probability IPO candidates. Now, you might be wondering, the IPO investing playing field between you and large institutions is not leveled fairly. How do we know this? Well, this is what we do, all day, every day, for over 30 years. Renaissance Capital is the global leader in IPO research. Our institutional buy-side clients represent the who's who list of the world's largest and most active IPO buyers. Our sell-side investment banking clients are responsible for underwriting 96% of the U.S. IPO dollars raised yearly. IPO investing is a difficult and time-consuming process, and it just so happens that we have a step-by-step training on this very topic. And because you've made the time to take this assessment and tell us a little about you and your situation, I'd love to hook you up with a 14-day access pass to IPO Pro for free. With our IPO Pro subscription, we make all the steps institutional investors go through when they analyze IPOs easy and right at your fingertips. Now, the only catch is this. Luck and the market favors those that know when to take action. In order to claim your 14-day access pass to IPO Pro, you must go ahead and do this right now while you're on this page and before that countdown timer at the top of the screen goes to 0. So go ahead, do this right now while you're on this page and thinking about it. Simply click the button below to claim your free 14-day access pass and get instant access to IPO Pro, the ultimate IPO knowledge base. Go ahead, do that now, and I'll see you on the other side, minutes from this very moment.